So before I go to bed, my loves, I wanted to come on here and talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta, Georgia. It was a pretty decent final episode. The season really did go by rather quickly. Um, it flew by. It really did just flew by. Was this a good season? It was all right. It was all right. Now it's speculation that Porsha, I'll take your man Williams, um, is returning to the cast season 15. Um, some people, I guess, were supposed to be excited about it. I don't know. Some people is excited about it that she's gonna bring it or whatever. I mean, I'm sure she's gonna bring something because it's Porsha. She's a vet um, on the show, and yeah. But I mean, I don't care. I don't know what they can do to revive this show. For me, like I said, um, it's more so just out of habit, and we feel like we know these ladies and stuff, right? Those of us that have been watching for years and years, like I have. But it's just not much that they can do anymore to excite me to, um, yeah. So, but overall, this season, 1 out of 10, it was maybe a 6.5 for me. Um, I think Sang is a good addition to the show. I do. Although I'm not sure if I really like her or not. Um, Drew is Drew. Um, Here's what I'll say as far as the cast, before I get into my review. Um, I'm willing to give Marlo one more shot, even though she was a hot mess this season. I'm willing to give her one more shot. Um, I think at this point, Drew has earned her stay um, on the show. Not that I'm a big fan, but she's just earned her stay on the show. Kenya's always going to be there. Who else is on the show? To be honest, they can get rid of Sheree. They can get rid of Sheree. They can get rid of Candy. And really, they can get rid of Sanya too. Sheree, Candy, and Sanya, they can get rid of. But since I'm giving Marlo another chance, I'll give Sanya another chance too. I think she's pretty level headed and she does mesh well with the other ladies, and I do think she's a good person. Um, so yeah, but Candy, your time is up. We love you. Every man wants a woman. Every man wants a woman. I was watching the Queen's Court earlier. Um, but Sheree can go, and Candy can go. Sheree didn't bring nothing this season. Until she bought Sheree the last damn episode, child, and the only way I want Sheree to come back is to explain the Sheen thing. Child, they say allegedly Sheree be stealing designs from the Sheen, child. They matched it up on Twitter. They say it's the same thing. She just slapped She by Sheree on there. So I don't know if Sheree's going to jail or what. I don't know the legalities of that. But I hope they don't put She by Sheree in jail. Because Tyrone going to move into the mansion, into the chateau. Child, y'all see Tyrone in that wall? I was through. It was so funny. But yeah, child, Sheree, what's going on? So if they can explore that next season, then Sheree can stay on the show. Other than that, Sheree didn't bring much this season. Yeah, Sheree and Candy, and I guess if you're gonna bring back Porsha, okay, whatever, bring back Porsha, and Nene or Phaedra. The only way I want Candy back on this show is if Phaedra comes back. That's the only way I want her back. Other than that, Candy can go bye bye. And bring, I don't care if they bring back Nene or Porsha or who else? Lisa Wu or Latoya Not Forever. Or whoever they bring, I don't care. I don't care. But definitely Sheree can go. And if Sheree's not going, I'm cool with that. But definitely Candy. It's time for Candy to go. Candy should have left when Cynthia went. Even before that. But with that said, anyway, the review. So it was nice to see Marlo. She has the boys back, Michael and William. Cute, 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 cute as a button. They seem to have learned their lesson in a sense. And so has Marlo. Um, I take care of people as well, so I do understand the frustrations of that. Um, and so I do get it. I do completely get it. Sometimes I'm mean, sometimes I'm nasty and awful and rude. So I do understand Marlo in that sense. How sometimes you just snap, and sometimes you just need a break. But everybody makes mistakes, and I think Marlo has learned her mistakes that certain things just still should not be said, even though you're thinking it. Yeah. But they came and they went over Sanya in Ross's house. He taught the boys how to change a tire and do an oil change, which was, nice. And, I wish a manly figure was around to help me change a tire and do an oil change. And all that good stuff. I don't even have a car to change anything. Only oil I put on is my body and my hair. So, it'll be nice to, have learned some handy things that you're going to deal with in life, so you ain't got to pay people a grip of money to do it. But hey, I'll get there one day, I guess. So that was a cute enough scene. Did Marlo and Sanya talk about anything else interesting? I think did they talk about Candy? I don't know. They talked about something, but I cannot remember. I don't think it's that important. Really. Kenya Moore. She is now in what? CVS, I believe. Kenya Moore hair products, child. I'm gonna go and check it out and see if it does anything for my scalp. You heard me. She says her hair she makes your hair grow and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we gonna see, Kenya. We gonna see, cause my hair is thinning. Up here at the top. That hereditary age thing, male thing in my family. My dad. Most men, a lot of men start to thin up here and stuff. Is starting to do that. I'm probably gonna stop bleaching my hair as well. That probably helps brings it out as well. But I'm starting to thin. So we're gonna see if Kenya Moore's hair products can help with the thinning in a man. We're gonna see that. So yeah, and Sanya actually came to support Kenya. So I guess they got over their riff. Like I said, Kenya must really like Sanya because we all know what Kenya gives, and especially since Sanya is a new girl. If Kenya did not like her, Sanya would not be around Kenya at all. So I mean, they actually do really like each other and stuff. So that's cool. Candy also came to support, and also Drew in her one leg, she came wobbling and in her support. And I was like, one thing about Drew will support. Drew will come through and support, whether y'all just had a beef or not. And that's one thing I appreciate about Drew, that she is a team player, and at her core, she is a good person. Just like Sanya. I feel like they're all at their core good people, all of them. But it's just that other foolishness on top of it. But that's why we watch, right? So what else happened? Anything else? Mama Joyce and Candy met up, and they were talking, and they were talking about the will and all that. If something happens to her, or if something happens to Todd, or both of them, or whatever, which child's gonna get what, etc., etc. Mama Joyce, in her mind, she goes that well, since Riley didn't benefit from having a daddy, then like the others, then Riley should be the one that's left in charge. And Kenny was like, Mama, what you mean? Like, why would Riley be left in charge? I have other kids, Mama. What about Blaze? What about, what's the little boy name? What about Blaze? And what about Ace? How can I forget Ace when my name is Chase? Well, yeah, hurts. And so she was like, yeah, they was communicating and stuff, talking about that. And Mama Joyce, and she feels like she should be left in charge if something happens to Candy. So Mama Joyce is planning on Candy dying before her. So I was like, well, that's interesting of a mother to say. I would think that a parent, it's awful either way, but I would think that a parent would want their child to outlive them, but not Mama Joyce. No, ma'am. She was like, every man wants. I'm getting that money. Could you imagine how ugly it would get? God forbid if something was to happen to Candy between Todd and my child. Y'all know she never trusted Todd, never liked it, Todd. It would be a mess. Candy, please live as long as you can. Please be here for 52 more years, ma'am. Please. So anyway, they had that scene. It was just awkward and just unfortunate that after all this time, Mama Joy still can't stand Todd. That's what I took from it. And she don't give a damn about Kayla, Todd's daughter. And she can really give a damn about the little ones, Blaze and Ace, because Todd is their daddy. All she looking out for, all she cares about is the child that she helped raised, and the one that she grew up with, and the one that she always knew, and the one that looks just like her, which is Riley. So that's unfortunate. Then of course Candy does how she always do, just laugh it off and make light of it. Okay, whatever. You can't tell nobody nothing about their mama, so hey, it is what it is. Let me see. So She by Sheree, child. She by Sheree. It is time for the fashion show, child. Sheree still ain't got no fashion. Still ain't nothing there. It was a mess. It was a mess. I was so nervous for her. I think she had like 5 pieces, but she was waiting on like 22 more. And it was like, Lord, what's going on? What's happening? The models came. We see Apollo. Apollo looking good, for real, good and thick, healthy. And we was super nervous for Sheree. So who come waltzing in was Tyrone in this Bill Cosby sweater. I was like, Lord have mercy. Where does Tyrone come from, child? Tyrone, he's good looking. Tyrone is handsome, but I can tell he ain't ish. Them be the ones that's good looking and sweet talkers to just sweep you right out of your checking account. And so Sheree fell for it, and I see why. It's fine. We all fall for the okie doke sometimes. But they ended up getting into it, and Sheree told him to leave and don't come. He took that as an invitation to come to the fashion show. He looked sharp in his black and white, looking like Beetlejuice. I was like, okay. He cleaned up quite nicely. As far as the fashion show, everybody looked great. There's no reads at all. Every single one of the ladies looked great. Even that little thing with the wild hair. What's her name? Fatum. That little crazy thing. Sheree's girlfriend. She even looked real good and put together. And her hair was tamed. And so, everybody looked nice, and it was just I thought Sanya looked really pretty, and also Kenya looked really good too. Everybody showed out for the fashion show. Child Dwight, the fashion show with no fashions, the legendary Dwight, darling. He came, and it was nice to see him. I almost got emotional for some reason. Like I said, we kind of grew up with these people, right? So it's good to see, the old school people come back and have a moment. And that line that who is this lovely person having a fashion show with no fashions? How dreadful. That legendary line ended up being legendary. I'm sure when people make legendary statements and stuff like that on television, you don't think that it's going to be, that way. But it turned into a whole thing, and to see him there supporting Sheree and all that, when in the moment he was shading her, 12 years ago or so, it was just nice. It was nice to see that, So he came, but it took about 2 hours and some change for the fashion show to happen. But when it happened, damn it, it happened. And She by Sheree showed, or Sheen by Sheree. Let me stop. But She by Sheree showed out. Um, I did. For some reason, I did get emotional watching it. It was just beautiful seeing that beautiful black woman handle her shit. Finally, it done came together after all the reading, all the shading, all the work on it, and just all everything. It was hell to get here, but it's finally here. True testament that you never give up, no matter how long it takes. I have to tell myself that every single day, even though I give up on myself all the time. But I just have to. Each day God allows me to wake up, I just have to just keep going, Chase. Just keep going, just keep going. I know you don't want to. I know you don't feel like. I know you're feeling defeated and depleted right now, but darling, get your ass, get yours, get up. And then I get up and I rise again. But yeah, so it was just lovely. It was nice seeing everything. Yeah, any ending statements? I think I said the ending statements at the beginning of this video. That's how I feel about the seats and everything. Sanya and Ross, they're going to try to have another baby. Good for them. They're going to push for a little girl this time. Anything new with Kenya? Not really. Congrats on the hair products being in CBS. It's great. Anything new with Candy? They still working on the will with her and Todd and all that. They're going to be working on it for a long time. Who else is on the show? Marlo. Sheree. Sheen by Sheree. Lord. That's so hard. Who else is on the show? Drew. She's still working on Drop It with Drew. And yeah. And she still haven't fully read the book that her husband Ralph, who's so handsome, but he's just a mess. Her husband Ralph has wrote about being a step parent to her son, who he has decided not to adopt because it will hurt the father that so bad and all that. I guess man to man, adult to adult. I guess I can respect that, right? And I can, but I mean, if you've been doing everything for this child since he's been born, all he knows is you, and this man just popped up out of nowhere years later, I wouldn't really give a damn what he thought about it. But I mean, man to man, respect. I understand, I get it. But I did think that was weird, and then you didn't have nothing else to talk about, Ralph, for you to bring my child in it if I was Drew. And then include me in it into the last little bit to the book is almost damn finished. Anyway, yeah, the reunion. Everybody has on peaches and corals and oranges, which is my color scheme. I love orange. Yeah, my three favorite colors is turquoise, hot pink, and orange. Whether it's tangerine, yellow orange, coral, whatever. I just love orange. Oranges, peaches, whatever. Peaches. So yeah, it was nice. And we're going to see what the reunion gives. We're going to see the reunions on these shows is always better than the season. And with that said, I'm MrChalaki. MrChalaki on Google+. Follow me at @SKingsWar on Instagram and Twitter, at @SKingsWar89 on Snapchat, Shiz King on Facebook, MrChalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.